I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country and to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
As a Sea Scout, I promise to do my best to guard against water accidents, to know the location and proper use of life-saving devices on every boat I board, to be prepared to render aid to those in need, and to let those less able come first. I would like to introduce the National Bosun's Mate of Eastern Territory Support, Erica Manasco, for the invocation.
Join me for the invocation. Please prepare yourself to pray according to your specific faith and tradition. I will start with the prayer of Saint Brendan the Navigator and Irish patron saint of sailors. Help me to journey beyond the familiar and into the unknown. Give me the faith to leave old ways and break fresh ground with you. We seek you for guidance and instruction. We seek you also for wisdom so that we can make the right decisions today. Amen.
Thank you, Erica. Hello, my name is Jewel Norris, and I'm the 2022 to 23 National Bosun. I hereby open this National Change of Watch. To begin tonight, I would like to introduce the National Sea Scout Program Chair, Ben Farrell.
Thank you, Jewel, and thank you for joining us for the 2023 National Change of Watch in Bridgewater. This evening, Jewel Norris, our 2022-2023 National Bosun, will turn over leadership of the National Quarterdeck to Evan Nazareth and his team for the 2023-2024 program year. I want to thank Jewel and her National Quarterdeck team for their great servant leadership and convey a hearty bravo Zulu for their success during the past year. For Evan and his team, congratulations on your selection, and we wish you all much success as you lead our Sea Scouts during the next year. Tonight, we will also recognize those Sea Scout ships selected as our 2023 National Flagship and the National Flagship Fleet, as well as recipients of the National Sea Scout Leadership Award. This past year has been full of challenges, and despite our post-COVID world and bankruptcy, we saw many Sea Scout ships getting back on water, having fun, and youth members advancing to quartermaster and eagle, and being inducted into the Order of the Arrow. We even had many ships devote time to community service projects and assisting and supporting venture crews, Scout BSA troops, and Cub Scout packs in their water activities. And I'm optimistic that next year will be filled with more fun and achievement. Finally, I want to thank members of the National Sea Scout Committee, youth and adult leaders at the ship, council, and territory level for your servant leadership in planning and promoting activities that make Sea Scouting fun. As always, let's continue to promote our program and recruit new members. Thank you again for joining us, and I'll now turn it over back to Jewel and Evan.
Thank you, Ben. Before we begin the business of today, I would like to take some time to reflect on this past year because it's been an incredible one. I've watched as our program's perseverance has paid off. We've weathered the storms of COVID and bankruptcy and began to rebuild. While the storms are not over, the progress we've made is beyond encouraging. We got to see a sea of blue at the National Order of the Arrow Conference last summer, and we're expecting another at the National Jamboree in just a few short months. Sea Scouts have shown we are active and dedicated to scouting. Our program is beginning to gain notability within the BSA and Learning for Life programs, thanks to you all. There has never been a better time to reach out to someone new and invite them to a ship meeting or invite them to start a ship of their own. The progress we've made this term is great, but it took an army to make it so. I would first like to thank my officers, Tyler Clendenning, the National Bosun's Mate of Program, Matthew Ersfield, the National Bosun's Mate of Communications, Marina Bahamate Partland, the National Bosun's Mate of Western Territory Support, and Erica Manasco, the National Bosun's Mate of Eastern Territory Support. They have long titles, but an even longer list of accomplishments. I would like to thank each of you for your hard work, dedication, and friendship. I wish you all good luck with your future endeavors. I would like to thank the Territory Bosuns, who brought new and creative ideas to the table, who went above and beyond each and every month, and who never let a meeting go by without a laugh. You all did such an incredible job, and I'm glad to have had you on my team. I would like to thank all the adults on the National Sea Scout Committee for supporting me throughout my term. Miss Cassie, thank you for always looking out for me and for pushing me to apply for National Bosun. Peter, thank you for all the Zoom meetings that you've set up for me. It's probably in the triple digits by now. And for all the conversations about Boolean logic and what coding was like back in your day. Hugh, thank you for being a voice of reason and for helping me make the tough decisions. And Ben, thank you for your steady guidance and for going on this journey with me. I'm sure neither of us knew what we were in for when we took office June 1st last year, but we made a pretty good team. And finally, I would like to thank all the Sea Scouts and Sea Scouters from across the country who have made 111 years of Sea Scouting possible and who continue to fight for our program. I am beyond honored to have served this program as National Bosun, and I'm excited to hand off the baton to the next group of capable leaders ready to make a difference. Our terms start each year on June 1st. As my term comes to an end, it's time to pass the bosun's pipe to my successor. So our first order of business this evening is the induction of our new National Bosun. It is my pleasure to introduce Evan Nazareth, the 2023 to 24 National Bosun. He is a Quartermaster Sea Scout from Ship 244 in Cary, North Carolina.
Thank you, Jewel.
Evan, do you agree to serve to the best of your abilities, to follow the Scout oath, law, and promise?
Yes,
Evan, raise your right hand in the Scout sign and repeat after me. I promise to do my best.
I promise to do my best
To be worthy of the office of National Bosun.
to be worthy of the office of National Bosun
For the sake of my fellow Sea Scouts.
for the sake of my fellow Sea Scouts
In all ships across the country.
in all ships across the country
And in the World Brotherhood of Scouting.
and in the World Brotherhood of Scouting.
I now pass the National Bosun's pipe to you as a symbol of your office. The bosun's pipe is a long-standing nautical tradition. It is used in our ceremonies and symbolizes the top youth leader in all levels of Sea Scouts. Bosun, you have the watch.
I have the watch. Thank you, Jewel, for your service. You have set the course this past year as your team stood strong through the bankruptcy, increased Sea Scouts presence, and guided the Territory Bosuns through the reorganization of NST function. You have led your charges with grace and diplomacy. I hope to stay the course. Congratulations and many thanks to your leadership.
Evan, I know Sea Scouts are in good hands with you.
Now, I would like to introduce the 2023 to 2024 National Bosun's Mate of Administration, Dylan Freed. Dylan is an able Sea Scout from Ship 502 in Sam Houston Area Council.
Thank you, Evan. I'm looking forward to serving with you.
Do you agree to serve to the best of your abilities to follow the Scout oath, law, and promise?
Yes,
Dylan, please raise your hand in the Scout sign and repeat after me. I promise to do my best
I promise to do my best
to be worthy of the office
to be worthy of the office
of National Bosun's Mate of Administration
of National Bosun's Mate of Administration
for the sake of my fellow Sea Scouts
for the sake of my fellow Sea Scouts
in all ships across the country
and all ships across the country
and in the World Brotherhood of Scouting.
and in the World Brotherhood of Scouting.
2. Dylan, thank you for accepting the responsibility as the National Bosun's Mate of Administration. Now, I would like to introduce the 2023 to 2024 National Bosun's Mate of Program, Levi West. Levi is an apprentice Sea Scout from Ship 125 in Pathway to the Rockies Council.
Thank you, Evan. I'm looking forward to serving with you.
Do you agree to serve to the best of your abilities, to follow the Scout oath, law, and promise?
Yes,
Levi, please raise your hand in the scout sign and repeat after me. I promise to do my best
I promise to do my best
to be worthy of the office
to be worthy of the office
of National Bosun's Mate of Program
of National Bosun's Mate of Program
for the sake of my fellow Sea Scouts
for the sake of my fellow Sea Scouts
in all ships across the country
in all ships across the country
and in the World Brotherhood of Scouting.
and in the World Brotherhood of Scouting.
2. Levi, thank you for accepting the responsibility as the National Bosun's Mate Program. Next, I'd like to introduce the 2023 to 2024 National Bosun's Mate of Communications, Katie Knopbaum. Katie is an ordinary Sea Scout from Ship 782 in Andrew Jackson Council.
Thank you, Evan. I'm looking forward to serving with you.
Do you agree to serve to the best of your abilities to follow the Scout oath, law, and promise?
Yes.
Katie, please raise your hand in the Scout sign and repeat after me. I promise to do my best
I promise to do my best
to be worthy of the office
to be worthy of the office
of National Bosun's Mate of Communications
of National Bosun's Mate of Communications
for the sake of my fellow Sea Scouts
for the sake of my fellow Sea Scouts
in all ships across the country
in all ships across the country
and in the World Brotherhood of Scouting.
and in the World Brotherhood of Scouting.
2. Katie, thank you for accepting the responsibility as the National Bosun's Mate of Communications. Next, I'd like to introduce the 2023 to 2024 National Bosun's Mate of Western Support, Dwayne Pfeiffer. Dwayne is an able Sea Scout from Ship 74 in Alamo Area Council.
Thank you, Evan. I'm looking forward to serving with you.
Do you agree to serve to the best of your abilities to follow the Scout oath, law, and promise?
Yes.
Dylan, please raise your hand in the Scout sign and repeat after me. I promise to do my best
I promise to do my best
to be worthy of the office
to be worthy of the office
of National Bosun's Mate of Western Support
of National Bosun's Mate of Western Support
for the sake of my fellow Sea Scouts
for the sake of my fellow Sea Scouts
in all ships across the country
and all ships across the country
and in the World Brotherhood of Scouting.
and in the World Brotherhood of Scouting.
2. Dwayne, thank you for accepting the responsibility as the National Bosun's Mate of Western Support. Finally, I'd like to introduce the 2023 to 2024 National Bosun's Mate of Eastern Support, Zachary Aarons. Zachary is an apprentice Sea Scout from Ship 9024 in Michigan Crossroads Council.
Thank you, Evan. I'm looking forward to serving with you.
Do you agree to serve to the best of your abilities to follow the Scout oath, law, and promise?
Yes.
Zachary, please raise your hand in the Scout sign and repeat after me. I promise to do my best
I promise to do my best
to be worthy of the office
to be worthy of the office
of National Bosun's Mate of Eastern Support
of National Bosun's Mate of Eastern Support
for the sake of my fellow Sea Scouts
for the sake of my fellow Sea Scouts
in all ships across the country
in all ships across the country
and in the World Brotherhood of Scouting.
and in the World Brotherhood of Scouting.
2. Zachary, thank you for accepting the responsibility as the National Bosun's Mate of Eastern Support. And congratulations to all of our bosun's mates on their selection. Additionally, our national quarterdeck will consist of 6 Sea Scouts who will serve in a new role known as the National Sea Scout Support Lead. These support leads will serve the national service territories and will work to support council quarterdecks and ships more directly. We are in the process of selecting candidates and will announce these leaders in the coming weeks. Now on to the National Flagship. We are excited to announce our 2022 to 2023 National Flagship. Please join us in congratulating Sea Scout Ship 100 Viking of San Francisco, California. Viking is chartered by the San Francisco Sailing Whaleboat Association and has 28 Sea Scouts, 11 of whom joined in the past year. Viking is on the water nearly every weekend with a total of 62 on the water days. They did a 2-week-long cruise to the California Delta with 9 different destinations. The ship is powerhouse at Sea Scout activities across California and with other BSA organizations, having organized multiple events for Cub Scouts and Scouts BSA. This and much more have earned Viking their title as the 2022 to 2023 National Flagship. We would also like to congratulate the 4 following ships for being in the National Flagship fleet. Sea Scout Ship 9, Sea Fox of the Golden Gate Area Council, chartered by the Aeolian Yacht Club. Sea Scout Ship 1908, Rising Phoenix of the Northern New Jersey Council, chartered by the Friends of the Rising Phoenix. Sea Scout Ship 550, Malolo of Long Beach Area Council, chartered by the Los Cerritos Wetland Stewards. And finally, Sea Scout Ship 9024, Valkyrie of Michigan Crossroads Council, chartered by the Muskegon Northside Lions. Bravo Zulu to all. To read more about our national flagship and fleet, or to watch their videos, please visit seascout.org. Additionally, we would like to honor a few of our adult leaders who have recently received high distinctions from BSA National and Territory. I would like to welcome our National Program Chairman, Ben Farrell, to celebrate these individuals.
We'd like to recognize 2 distinguished scouters who have earned respectively the Silver Antelope and the Silver Buffalo. First, T.W. Cook, our immediate National Commodore, who has been recognized with the award of the Silver Antelope for his outstanding leadership as Regional Commodore for the Southeast region, as well as his contributions in the National Sea Scout Committee. Secondly, also Sal Ciampo, who will receive the Silver Buffalo for his contributions at the national level, and he is currently serving as the NST 10 Commodore and will assume his new responsibilities as the NST Commissioner. Both will receive these honors at the National Annual Meeting next week in Atlanta.
Now it is time to recognize the 2022 recipients of the National Sea Scout Leadership Award. The Sea Scout Leadership Award is presented by councils, territories, and the BSA National Council to Sea Scouts and Sea Scouters. These individuals have made exceptional contributions to Sea Scouting and exemplified the Scout Oath and Scout Law. This year, there are 6 recipients of the National Sea Scout Leadership Award. First off, we have Jewel Norris of the Sam Houston Area Council, an Eagle Scout and Wood Badge course graduate. Jewel served as the National Bosun from 2022 to 2023. During her tenure, her servant leadership made a huge impact on the National Quarterdeck and local council Sea Scout youth leaders, when she consistently promoted outdoor and on-the-water activities during the immediate COVID post-pandemic period. She effectively mentored National Service Territory bosuns and guided them when the National Sea Scout Committee reorganized the NST functions. Her outstanding tenure was also marked by constant interactions with her counterparts in BSA's older youth programs.
Tyler Clendening of the Pathway to Adventure Council. As National Bosun's Mate for Program, Tyler effectively oversaw the coordination of the National Quarterdeck functions and worked to improve the program elements of our organization. Tyler planned and facilitated the Ship in Action initiative, encouraging ships across the country to reach the JTE standards of holding bi-monthly unit events. Tyler also worked behind the scenes putting together the new BNSSA 2023 team, along with many other projects. Tyler overall improved the National Quarterdeck with his pledge to service and creative ideas.
Next is Matthew Ersfeld of the Denver Area Council. As the National Bosun's Mate for Communications, Matthew enhanced communications among youth and adult members by increasing the Sea Scout BSA social media presence, building our presence on a new platform, TikTok, and building social media resources and precedents for future officers to use. Matthew's innovative ideas have improved the program's mass communication and will continue to help officers for years to come.
Bill Johnson of the Colonial Virginia Council. A retired Coast Guard commander and cutterman, Bill has coordinated the Coast Guard Sea Scout USCG Bark Eagle program, where a select group of Sea Scouts sail an Eagle for 10 days. He was instrumental in developing contacts with the Coast Guard and coordinated with the Coast Guard Auxiliary in selecting Sea Scouts to participate in the program. In his local council, Bill is committee chair for Ship 16, Confluence in Suffolk, Virginia.
Ron Sunker of the Sam Houston Area Council. Earning the Eagle and Quartermaster Award as a youth, Ron continues to be active in the Sea Scout program. He has been an active member of the National Sea Scout Committee as a subcommittee chair for the Jamboree Committee, where he planned and coordinated the National Sea Scout exhibit booth. Most recently, he ran the booth at the summit during the 2019 World Scout Jamboree. At the local council level, Ron is an active member of his council executive board.
John Taylor of the Virginia Headwaters Council. A recipient of the Silver Beaver Award, John has served as a co-lead for the National Sea Scout Subcommittee for the National Exhibit Booth and the 2019 World Scout Jamboree at the summit. Most recently, John served as the chair for the Strategic Planning and Membership Chair. At the local council level, John serves as council vice president.
Many thanks to all of our recipients and congratulations once again for your outstanding service to Sea Scouts. Now we will move to our closing. I'm excited to serve for this upcoming term. I joined Sea Scouting in 2018 and it has changed me significantly. Sea Scouting is a unique opportunity that allows Scouts to learn and grow in their skills while on the water. The National Quarterdeck will focus on highlighting our ships, councils, and relationships with other scouting programs, the United States Coast Guard Auxiliary, the United States Power Squadrons, and our other partners this year. Our team is ready and eager to get started, and we've begun discussions on upcoming projects and goals, and I can't wait to bring them to light. Congratulations again to our National Sea Scout Leadership Award recipients. They are all outstanding Sea Scouts and Scouters, and congratulations to both the outgoing and the incoming youth officers. I now close our 2023 National Bridge of Honor. Thank you for attending, fair winds, and following seas.